You're 7'6" with the wingspan, man. You're gonna sit here and beam down on everybody. Stand up. Stand up. Use your length. He needs to do and add to his game. Just turn face and stop.
It's heavy in the San Antonio streets. No pun intended. That's not like a Charles Barkley fat joke. That's just me. That's just me saying that.
Mhm.
OKC is up on them boys, Gil.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where Wemby's not talking to the press, and it's just not looking good. They lost the game. What was that? That was last night. 114 to 127.
Mhm.
SGA, it's not as efficient, but he's got his rhythm. 32 points, 9 assists. He's getting some help along the way. Jared McCain is he's playing pretty doggone well this playoffs. Alex Caruso, 22 off the bench. Chet was 16. You know,
Mhm.
the Thunder are playing good, and on the other side, Spurs just can't. They can't get it done. This doesn't. The game one. If you were expecting the rest of the series to look like game one, some of us are a little disappointed. What's going on with San Antonio?
The same thing that I got crucified for. That their offense is inconsistent, which makes Wemby's offense inconsistent, right? Because they don't have go-to plays and they can't rely on sets to slow them down. Wemby's play is very inconsistent to how dominant he can be on the court. Every game they've won, he was featured in the offense very early. Give it to Wemby. Let him dominate. Every game they've lost, he's lost on the perimeter, and the guards are just doing whatever they want to do. It seems like the guards want to match OKC's guards. And you, Shea, Caruso, we got that over here too, and you're gonna treat Wemby like he's Hartenstein. Hartenstein's playing his role. The role those bigs play is the roles that they are doing. That is not Wemby's role. So what happens is when you look at the games and you actually watch the games, when Wemby is in San Antonio Spurs is dominating, Wemby's diving, catching it. Like the fact that he's not even getting defensive rebounds kind of just tells you he's around there. He's just floating. Right? He's just floating. And I think it's too early. He's too young to say how he really feels. And you can see some of them times he do just be wanting, give me the mother ball. But most of the time they're shooting the ball before he even passed the 3-point line. So, it's not understanding what's going on in real time, and they're just playing basketball. And the ideal of basketball is killing them because no matter what you think about OKC, we know who's going to get the ball in the fourth quarter, the last 6-7 minutes of the game. We know we know what play they're going to run. Either he's going to catch the ball by the half court, he's going to catch the ball right below the 3-point line, in that spot by the free throw and go ISO. And he's going to dictate every possession. That's what a superstar does. And in the fourth quarter, Wemby might get 1-2 shots. The only reason he had 20 is because he was living at the free throw line. When he did dive, off the ball fouls, and he's going to the free throw line like that. But, it's the inconsistency of their offense.
Yeah, I do think that. I mean, you have a player like a Wemby who is 7'11", the million bajillion, and he shoots 26% from the field in a game. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
That doesn't make any sense. And the physicality seems to be getting to people as well, and it just everybody's kind of out of wits. Now,
It needs to
go ahead.
slow down. Slow down, right? Slow down. It's you're in a rush on a team that wants you to put the ball on the floor, right? And I go work with Dirk this summer. And when I mean work with Dirk is, Dirk understood keep the ball high, shot from above his head, right? So you couldn't block his shot. Dirk didn't move very fast or very quick, but got by everybody, right? Understanding pump fake, triple threat. Like, triple threat still is a thing. It is still very powerful. So anytime you catch the ball mid post, free throw line, turn and face first. Keep the ball high. It's here. Here's just an example. You catch the ball, right? You put the ball down here. That's where the little guards are, right? They're down here, right? That's not to your advantage, that's to their advantage. Because you're gonna put the ball down, they're gonna swipe at it. Now you gotta pick it back up, and then now you gotta try to do a move while two big men are back there trying to deflect it, right? If you keep the ball high, what does that do? One, you can see everything. You can pass from here, right? You can shoot. You're 7'6". These guys are 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", right? So instead of going low to be their height, stand. Stand up. Stand straight up. You can shoot from here. If you don't know how to shoot from here, learn how to shoot from here, right? Which now makes what? Caruso do the what? Do this little stuff. Now he got to play defense trying to see if he can challenge your shot that high. Now you can put the ball on the floor because it's not in a defensive stance. Slow down. Grab the ball, put this motherfucker up there like this. Like, oh, like they flies down here. Watch out, little man. Watch out, little man. The old Michael Jordan sit here. You can fling it from here. Like it's was it polo?
Yeah.
Polo out of the water, sit here and do this. You're 7'6" with the wingspan, man. You can sit here and beam down on everybody. Stand up. Stand up. Use your length. And that's what he needs to do and add to his game. Just turn, face, and stop. Let everybody go around. Let see where everyone's at. Most of the time you're dribbling and you already made a move before you even looked at the rim or any other player. And OKC's defense is make them put the ball on the ground. Because once you put the ball on the ground, you're not very good at reacting and passing. Once you put the ball on the ground, you're shooting it. Right? So there's a lot of things going against you once that ball hits the floor. If you're going right, you don't for the majority of the time, you don't even take two steps majority of the time. You take one step, then throw it against the backboard to try to go get it back. Right? So if you swing right, for some reason, you don't boom boom, right? You don't right. You just take one step and then you just throw it. Cause I don't know if you understand. Two steps is still fine. And but right now his the where he needs to attack is in that paint, put those guys in foul trouble, make Chet and Harkenstein play defense, offense, right? You're going to get a lot of fouls just you fighting down there with them. You can get them in foul trouble because you're 7'6", they have to play you a certain way. They got to hold, grab, push around. Just getting 3-4 fouls, just that changes the series. But if you're sitting around on a 3-point line, your teammates shooting threes, you get no chance at offensive rebounds. You're sitting outside on a perimeter. They're going in driving. You get no defensive rebounds, man. You're not dominating this game.
Yeah. I mean,
But it was a good.
the game. Oh, it's already over with for you. That's what I was going to ask.
It's a good series. Did I say it was a good series? What did I say?
You said it's a good series.
Yeah. It was a good series. But what I do take from this, win, lose, or draw, Spurs is in in good hands and in a good situation, right? No matter how you look at it, no one expected them to be this far. If they had lost in the first round, they had a great year. They made progress. The fact that they made it past the second round, oh my God, this team is on to something, right? The fact that they're here, be careful on what plans or what you're thinking about doing this summer and moving pieces or bringing pieces in, because you do got something special with I'll say 3 to 5 of these players, right? Some of these players they don't get rid of whatsoever. That's obviously Wemby, non-movable. Harper, non-negotiable. Um, Carter Bryant, non-negotiable. Castle, non-negotiable. And the fact that Champagne shoot the lights out, that non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Everybody else, if you give me something good for them, I can probably let them go. But you know what I mean? It's you got to make sure you upgrade. And I don't know if you're trying to get rid of Fox. I don't know how you upgrade Fox. You don't want to downgrade. You know what I mean? You want to upgrade. So I don't know, because we got Fox as a starter, Harper off the bench. You better find somebody if you're gonna move Harper to the starting, you better find somebody that's just as dangerous off the bench as Harper was to you. Right. So,
Yeah, I agree with you. This is one of those times where, like, you could, as a team and as an organization, and it's the Spurs that we talk about, so they're smart. They can overreact, or they can even underreact. I think that
I'm better with underreacting.
you're
For
better with underreacting.
for them, yeah.
Yeah,
Right. We because Wemby's going to get better. Castle's going to get into the lab this summer and go ham. Harper's going to go ham in the summer, right? So you got guys like those 4, those 5, they're going to get better. That alone puts you back to where you are, right? It's going to take a little tweaks to get over that hump and win a championship if they don't win it this year.
yeah. I'm not saying that they'll do this, and this is also not disrespect to him, but we've seen teams in the past say, like, man, if we just one superstar away, they leverage the future, and then they go out and they trade the farm for a big name like a Giannis or something like that, because they think that this is the thing that gets them over the hump.
I mean, okay, the fact that you have Wemby, right? You have this. You have an advantage, right? So a superstar, it is gonna help, right? Chris Paul, just a few years younger, Chris Paul, Spurs wins this series, right? And the reason I say that is what Chris Paul does that this group of guards don't do is he understands besides controlling the game, just the normal stuff Chris Paul brings to the game, right? He understands lob threats, understands what advantage the guy has in a lob threat, right? And watching highlights and watching film on Wemby and Chris Paul before, if Wemby had that right now, this is a very different series. Meaning this could have been 4-0 or 4-1 easy.
Mm.
Because when Wemby takes off, Chris Paul understands 1 step, 2 steps, what that looks like, right? So there's times where I'm like, yo, throw the lob, he's open, and the guys are not throwing that. Chris Paul throwing that. So just a lob throw at the rim would have opened up the whole game. But the fact that these guys don't throw those to Wemby when he's there, it changes. And, just that little tweak of just when Wemby takes off and he has that foot in front of somebody, throw it. That changes the game right there itself. So you don't need a big superstar. You need someone who understands the game. If you grab a superstar, it doesn't hurt your team. It
If
doesn't.
it,
No matter what they do this summer, they will be better next year, as long as Wemby's healthy.
I can agree with that.
Right? As long as Wemby's healthy.